So today we're going to make this really cute weekend getaway bag. How cute is this? And it's only made with 4 materials that you can get from Dollar Tree. So this is going to be fun. It is going to be just a little bit more challenging, but it can be done. And I'm going to say that you all should give it a try regardless, because it's always great to try and learn something new. So what you're going to need is you're going to need 2 round placemats from Dollar Tree. Now I do remember that they had these in black, but they only had red when I went. So you need 2 of these. You need a jump rope. So if you saw my haul yesterday, I said we're going to make something with this. So we need a jump rope, because the jump rope is your handle. How cute is that? And all you need is 1 jump rope. Then you're going to need a package of this, and it comes in a package of 3. So you get 2 of these and you get the green, and this is sold at Dollar Tree and it's called jute twine. So you're going to need this, and so you have 2, you have the twine, and then I just added this cute scarf because it matched the thing here. And it's always great to have a scarf with you in the summer. Sometimes you might be just a little chilly. It's nice and wide, so you can just wrap it around, you know, your arms like a shawl. So sometimes you're out and about and you don't think about it because it's really warm during the day, and then the evening settles in and you're just a little chilly and you just need something. So everything here is made with the jute twine, and I'm going to show you how to do this now. So what else you're going to need is a glue gun. Okay, mine's a little beat up. It's got feathers and everything all over because we're going to make that stork. And you're going to need a needle with an eye that fits your twine. Now what I do is on the needles is I go to like a craft store, and I like to buy the sets. There's like a set of 4 or 5, and they have like 4 or 5 different needles, and they might be $3.99. You can use a 40% off coupon, and then this way you have all the needles that you need to make these things. So I already started this one so that I can show you the next step as you're making these, because of course you can't have twine that's going to take you all the way from here in one piece. Okay, it's going to be a pain in the butt, and it's just too hard to do, and you don't want to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, I usually estimate like the length of my arm. That's easy to work with. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this long, and then I just double it up like this, and that's what you're going to use. You're going to cut it there. Okay, to start your purse, what you're going to do is you're going to feed this through the needle, and then you're going to knot the end. Okay, and the knot is right here where you started. Okay, so you're going to pull it through the holes. Now I want to show you something, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in the camera, but if you look real close, there's like these little holes in between the braids, if you can see those. And if you try to hit those when you're sewing this, I'll show you real quick. So here, see, because if you don't hit that hole, it's going to be kind of difficult. So see where the needle's at? Can you see that? And then you just pull it through. Now let me tell you this, because you're working with twine, it gets like these little shreds, and sometimes they get stuck here, so sometimes you got to back it up and you got to do it again. So you're going to go around and around, and this is about how far you're going to get with that arm's length twine. So I'm going to do it again and again. I'm sticking it in the hole. And the other thing I want to tell you is, when you get your placemats and you're at Dollar Tree, you want to try to get 2 placemats. So do this right away when you're at Dollar Tree. You're going to take your 2 placemats and you're going to make sure they're kind of the same size, because when you buy them for a table, you're not going to notice it. But if you notice here, this one is a little bit bigger than this one, and you most certainly want to try to get them to be the same size. The other thing is when you're doing it, look at your mat, and here is the starting point of the circle. And then here is the starting point of this circle. Okay, so you want to take the 2 starting points and you want to put them together. Now the reason that you want to do that is so that when you start to sew this, like from here all the way around, it's going to be the same width all the way around, and it's going to be easier for you as you get in those holes, because if you go where it's smaller here and you work your way up, you're going to get stuck in the threading on here, okay? So, and it's going to be hard to get the needle through. So you most certainly want to try to, you know, line things up. And you see what I mean? See how this is where the starting point is? So just do the starting point on both of the mats, line them up before you even start sewing. So this is what you're going to do when you get to this point. All you're going to do is you're going to cut this off. Okay, so now you have these two little tails here. And you're going to take your twine. I just cut a piece. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we had this piece ready to go. Okay, so here I'm going to get this ready. And see, when you have a big eye hole like this, and if you have trouble getting it through, then your eye hole's not big enough, okay? So then you're going to take this down, and see how the needle like struggles just a little bit because of the way the twine is, okay? And I don't like the way this piece of twine right here. This may give me some trouble, so I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to work with what else I have, okay? So you're going to go like this, so you have the two. And you are going to see the two ends here. You're going to tie these together. You're not going to go all, you're going to pull on the longest point of your other tail. You'll see what I mean when you start to do it. And you're going to tie a knot. Okay, so your knot is going to be not here, but more on the seam. Because what you're going to do to hide this little tail is you're going to take your needle and you're going to go inside here. Okay, you want to kind of line it up so that it's right. See, right here, and you're going to pull this through. Okay, and what you want to do is when you get to this point right here, you want to pull this through, pull it through, pull it through, and you'll see that it starts to go inside the purse. Okay, so now it's hidden and you can't see it. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to just start again, and make sure you don't get tangled like I just did. I got a loop here. Okay, so just be patient. Give yourself, if you can't do something, I've learned, just walk away for a little bit and then come back to it. Okay, so then you're going to take your needle and you're going to get it in that hole, and you're just going to pull it through. Okay, and then you just keep going, and then you're just going to keep repeating this. Okay, go all the way around until you get to your halfway point on the bag. Okay, so I'm going to hold it back here. So you get to your halfway point, and you want to leave kind of an opening because you still have to glue your strap in here. Okay, because you want to have enough room so that you can open up your little ball here. It's just a little ball, and you have room to get your things in there. Okay, so it's nice and big. Okay, so once you went all the way around, you just knot again like you did here. Okay, so this is the other knot on the other end, and then you just kind of sew it through and loop it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you right here. You're going to sew it through on the very end, and you're done all the way around. And what you do to tie it off is you just take your needle and you bring it through the loop. Okay, so now this is going to give you that knot. See how it's going to be knotted at the end? And you want to do that like twice, just so that it's nice and tight and that you don't lose your bag there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the jump rope right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our jump rope and got to untwine it. Okay, so you just pull the jump rope through and you go like this. So there's your jump rope, and you're going to have to like pull it through, pull it through, pull it through. And then what you do is you take this and you push it up. And all you do is, so you can use this for other things. You know, if you wanted to use it as a clothesline or something, you could. So you're going to just pull this off. Save these. You never know what we're going to make with them. There's always something you can do with something. You don't even realize it. Okay, so you're going to take these off, and then you're going to take these two ends that are unfinished and get your twine ready. Okay, so let's get the twine ready. And you're going to glue these two together. Okay, so take that, glue it together, and you're going to notice that when you squeeze the two together, there's going to be a little bit of glue on there that's going to give you just enough for you to start your twine. So you're going to stick your twine to that, and you're going to go up. Just going to start going in a big circle. Go, and then start coming back the other way. Okay, see how fast this is? You can do both sides in like 10 minutes. Okay, I mean, I realize some people aren't as quickly. And believe it or not, I do wear reading glasses, but I don't have them now. It's kind of windy, and I wanted to not be distracted by other things. Okay, now I know some of you are, you're too fast, and you know, one of the things with me is I'm a very fast learner, and I kind of miss a lot of things in my life because I don't have the patience to sit through really long, drawn-out things, and I realize that life is a lot slower in other places, and there's nothing wrong with that. Believe me, I am looking to retire to the country somewhere because I want to slow down. I'm from Chicago, and it's go, 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 go. I could outwalk anybody. I walk so fast. So it's just my personality, and some of you are going to have to watch this video twice. And right before you guys are ready to fall, I caught you. See, it didn't happen today. So, okay. So, well, it looks like it does want to fall. But I'm going to catch you guys before it does. Oops. I had to figure something out on that so we don't lose each other. Okay. So, just keep going, 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 going. Okay. And you want to go kind of far. I'm going to say... Well, let's see what we got here. See how far I went? So from here to here, I'm going to say that's about 5 inches. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, I dropped you guys anyway. You know what it is? It's this tripod that I have, and it's got this rubber piece on it. And some of these just are not that great. So I don't know what the deal is with that. And I've been looking for them because everybody's offering me suggestions, and I just can't find another one. I'm going to have to, like, just invest in another good tripod for this. But I didn't do it today, sorry. Okay, so let's keep going. Going, going, going. Okay. And I just wanted to say I appreciate all of you following me and commenting. You know, I see these other channels like this, and I've asked questions, and they don't answer you, and that drives me crazy. It's like, I hope that I can always, you know, of course you start getting hundreds of messages and stuff, and I just want to acknowledge all of you. I mean, it's not just about me, you know, it's like I want to teach you, and I just want you guys to know that I care and that you matter, because, you know, I've asked a few questions in these other ones, and I don't know if it's that they're that busy, or if they just don't care, or if they got that big. And to me, if you get that big, then hire an assistant that can help you with some things so that you can acknowledge people. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I like to know and let people know that I care. Okay, so look. So we are about there. Okay, so we did probably about, I'm going to say a good 4 inches. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut this off. Okay, and you're just going to take your hot glue, and what I do is you're going to put it on the actual jump rope part, like right there. Do you see that? And give it a second. Now, I can't emphasize this enough. When you're working with hot glue, be careful, and especially in this project, because there's going to be times when you've got to touch it. So, of course, when you first put it on, it's extremely hot, and you need the hot glue. You can't use, there's a low temp or something. You need hot glue. So, then you're just going to push it down really hard, and it's going to hold. Okay, you're going to do the exact same thing to this side. You're just going to put your hot glue here. You're going to twine it up all the way around. What you're going to do is you're going to match these two sides up. Okay, when you're done with that, what you're going to do is your whole purse is going to be finished here. Okay, so then all you're going to do is you're going to take your purse, and you're going to take about half of this. Okay, so you're going to take the half, and you're going to put hot glue. First, you're going to stick it in here, okay, and you're going to go about halfway, and then you're going to take your hot glue, and you're going to go halfway up, okay, and you're going to press it really hard. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side and press it really hard so that it's nice and tight in there. And you'll notice on this one, look at, you can't even pull it out or anything. It's in there nice and tight, okay? And because you glued this part off, you're not going to have any problems with it, okay? So that's what you do for that. Now this part right here is a little difficult. Some of you may not want to do it. I just thought it was a cute accent point to the one side. The other side doesn't have anything. And what you're going to do for this part is you're going to take your twine, okay, and you're going to do like this. You're going to hold it here, and you're going to go on your purse, and you're going to see about how big. So that's about, so look at, when you're making it, you're going to go the distance from here to here. Okay, does that make sense? You're going to go the distance from here to here. Do you see where my two fingers are? From here to here. And then you're going to go like this. Okay, so this is how you're going to make that center decoration. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. You need 8 of these loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pull it down a little bit. So you got 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and you're going to cut it. Then a lot of people just take one and they tie it around and they put a knot. I don't do it that way. I take my center point like this. Okay, so you have it like this. Okay, so this is this side, this is this side, this is your center. And you're going to take a piece like this, give yourself a little tail like that, and you're going to wrap it around, 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 so you have this little knot in the center, okay, because that's going to prevent it from untwining on you. And then you're just going to take it and you're going to tie a knot right here. You'll cut that off at the very end. Okay, so now you have your whole outside of your purse done. You have your handle on, and all we're doing is we're finishing this part, this, and your little closure here. Okay, that's all you're doing. Okay, so we have this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your hot glue and you're going to glue this to the center. And this part is a little difficult, so if you don't want to do it, it's understandable. What you have to do is once this is glued onto the center, you're going to start to separate these. So I'm going to glue this to the center just so I can show you what I mean. Okay, so we're going to glue that to the center. Give yourself a nice ball of glue. And here we go, right in the center. Okay, so I just glued that down. Press it really hard so that it gets a nice firm hold. And what you're going to do is you're going to stretch these like as far as they can go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start to add hot glue right on those points. And what I do is, because the glue is so doggone hot, this is what I mean. You really got to watch so you don't burn yourself. Okay, give it a second, wait for it to cool off, and then press down on it. Okay, give yourself a second on that hot glue. I'm going to keep telling you guys because you're going to burn yourself. Only by experience, right? I only know that by experience. Okay, so you have the piece glued, and then you're going to do the same thing in a few, like I do 3 spots. Okay, so you did the top one. Now we're right here. We're going to give it a second, and we're going to press down. And see, it's still hot, so you've got to be careful. And then you're going to go on to the next one. So you have 2 sides to do. Okay, so you got this side to do, and you have this side to do. And then you're going to also put a little at the bottom. Okay, so you're right here, and you want to do it right here. Okay, so that's done. You're done. Done, 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 done. See? Okay, so then you're going to go on to the next one, and you're going to split it up. So you're going to have a few on this side. So you're going to do like this. So kind of like untangle them, and you'll notice you'll be able to work with them better. Okay, so you're going to be like this. Okay, so just even them out and glue all these on, and then when you get to the part where there's these ends, you can cut them off, or if they're long enough, you can take them and you can glue them down and you can make them part of your flower. So it just depends on how you want to do it, okay? So then so I'm just going to show you one more time. This is a tail, okay? This is a tail. So just take the tail, bring it to your center, glue it, see? And then take this part and glue it. So then you have a little loop that's glued on. Okay? So then you have a little loop there. Okay, so now that's done. So now you have this pretty outlining of this flower. To make this one, this is super duper easy. Super, super, super. Okay. And you can even make flowers like that, and I'll show you that at another time. Okay. So for that one, you're going to use your fingers, and you're going to go, just keep wrapping it, wrapping it, wrapping it, wrapping it, until you find that you think it's thick enough to where you want it, okay? So you're just going to keep wrapping it, and then I don't cut it. Again, I don't do it that way. I don't cut it to make a knot. What I do is, I squeeze it in the middle, and I wrap it like this, okay? Now you're going to cut it. And then this little piece right here, you're going to take it and you're going to glue it. Okay, give it a minute, give it a minute, give it a minute, give it a minute. Okay. And what I do is I like to move my glue. Like when it's cool, you move it so that it gets your end completely down. Okay. So you move it till it's completely down. And then you just start to open it up. And this is actually how you would make a flower, okay? So there you have that, and you're going to take this, and you're going to hot glue it into your center, okay? So you see, just hot glue it right into your center, and I didn't really do anything to it. I just hot glued it into the center. Now we're going to work on the very last part, which is your little ball and your loop here. So what you're going to do with that is, to make a ball, you're going to take your twine and you're just going to start going up and down like you would to make, you know, like a real tiny flower, because your finger's almost too big for it, okay? And then you just come around and you start wrapping it, wrap, 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 okay? And as you're wrapping it, you just start making a ball shape, okay? If you want to use your fingers, I kind of have big fingers. So, for a woman, some of you might have real tiny fingers, and then you could use your fingers like we made the center flower. Okay, you see how it starts coming together as a ball? Okay. And, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of twine, but you need a nice center ball on it. So you just keep making your ball, and you just keep turning it to make the ball bigger and bigger, like you would for a ball of yarn. Okay? Let's just keep twining it, twining it, twining it, twining it. See, now we're getting there? Okay. I'm going to keep going, keep going, keep going. And if you mess up, that's okay, just keep going. Just kind of wrap over it, it'll be okay. I know some people say I have OCD. There's some things that really bother me, like locks or something. I don't know what it is with me and locks. I have to make sure all the doors are always locked. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so you really got to watch yourself. Okay. Okay, so now we got a nice ball, and we're going to cut the ball. Okay, now you have this ball. This one's actually bigger than this one. So I think I'm going to take this apart a little bit because I need a really big ball. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. And let's see. I'd say the ball is just a little bit bigger than a gumball, like the jumbo ones you can buy for $1 in those machines. Oh, see, that's what happens when you talk too much, right? Okay, that's about the size right here. I'll show you one second. Let me just get this tight so it doesn't fall apart on me. Okay. There's so much work to do today. Okay, so now we're going to cut that. And you're going to take your glue again, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put a little bit of glue, let it dry a minute, on your ball, okay? And you're going to bring it up, and you're going to press on it. Now you have this little twine ball. Okay, look, it's stuck to my finger. Okay. And then what you're going to do is, I'm going this way on my bag, so my center point is going to be about right here, and I'm going to stick this on here. You're going to go down to about the third one so that you can make your twine adjustment. So I'm going to glue this on, because I can finish my bag with these things on it. It's not going to bother me to do it that way. So what you want to do is, when you're pressing on this glue, you want to lift up your thing so you don't glue the two placemats together. Okay, so just press, 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 and then you can press on the back side. Okay. And then you might want to add a little more to secure the sides. And those are all adjustments you can make once you have it glued on. So if you need a little more glue in some spaces, even on the handles, just add more glue and then press really hard. The trick is, you want to make sure you're pressing down while that glue is nice and hot, so that as it starts to dry, it gets really nice and hard. Okay, because this will hold up. And then see here how this twine is maybe coming apart just a little bit. Just add a little bit of glue. Wait for it to dry, and then you're going to spread it. You're going to kind of smear it in between here, just so that it stays put. Okay? And you don't want to put a lot, because you're going to see it. Just want to put a little bit. Okay? So like that one, I put a little bit too much, but I could take a little button or something and put it on there, just to kind of make it go away if I want. Because you don't want that twine to start unraveling on you, from the ball. So you want to make sure that it's nice and tight. Okay? So now your ball is on there. Now what you're going to do to get this last part here, to get this last thing on here, do you see how I have it? I just glued this part, and I did a swirl. And what I did was, I measured it while I was making it, so that I could get this on here. Okay, so what you're going to do is, you're going to take your twine, you're going to hold your bag like this. You're going to hold your bag like this, and you want to give yourself, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I went down 4 lines on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's my ball on this side. I'm going to hold the ball, and then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So your starting point is right here. See the starting point? And you're going to wrap it around the ball. You're going to go back up, bring your finger in, hold the second piece. So you see I have 2 pieces. Go back up again, wrap it around your ball. So now you have this. So you're actually making your closure. Come back down, hold it again, come back around, and that should be good. 4 should be more than enough to do what you got to do. Okay, so hold them all down like that, and you're going to cut it. Okay, so you have this little loop-like. Then what you're going to do is, you're going to twist it. So you're just going to twist it, twist it, twist it, right there. See how we twisted it? And you're going to just snip off this little bitty tail. Don't cut the rest, just make sure you snip the tail. And then you're going to hot glue this down. Okay, so give yourself a line of glue. Okay, see the line right there? And then give it a minute, don't burn yourself, press down. Okay, give it a second. Okay, so you see now it's nice and dry in there. And then you might want to give yourself a little dab of glue, and what you can do is, you can add a button or something just to, make sure it's really secure with some more hot glue. Okay, so now that's completely done. And then what we're going to do is, you're going to take it off your ball. Okay, so you're like this. What you want to do is, you want to twist it one more time. Twist it to make sure it's nice and twisted, because it still fits on your ball. You want it to be a snug fit. And you're going to take and you're going to add some glue right there, because you don't want your twist to come undone. Okay? And then you're going to press it down, just so your twist doesn't come undone. And then you're going to glue your twist to the back of your purse. Okay, like this. so that it's nice and tight. Okay, that's all you do. And then you just button it up. So just put on as much glue as you need. And there you go. There's your button. Okay, and then all I did with this was I bought a cute scarf. They have these at Dollar Tree. So this is all from Dollar Tree. And I took the scarf. So see, this is really perfect for summer. So if you're out and you're just a little chilly, you have something to wrap around your arms. Okay? So you just take the scarf and fold it in half. Take your end and just tie it around as a little accent. Just like you would a pair of earrings on your own head. Okay? And there you have it. Okay? Cute little summer weekend tote. Okay, so again, you need 2 of the placemats. Again, make sure they're about the same size and make sure they line up where that circle comes to make the mat, like this. Okay, remember this point. You want the 2 of those to be together when you start to sew. You're going to knot your jute. Okay, you're going to knot your jute once you have it on the needle, and you're going to keep repeating that step. Now you might have to go back to the video to keep doing it and go all the way around to your halfway point. So see, it's about a halfway point. And then you're going to do your center, and you're going to take your twine and just go back and forth, and you're going to glue these all the way around. Go back to that. This one, super easy. Wrap it around your fingers, tie around the center, glue it on. Same thing with the ball. Just make a little ball to the point of, you can glue it on here, and then you add this part here, glue it down so that you make your little loop. Okay, so let's take the loop off. Okay, and then you glue here so that this doesn't come apart. Okay, so you add some glue there, and then you do halfway point on your strap. So you glue, 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 and you're all done. So I hope you enjoy making this. This may take you a few days. I did start this part last night and I finished it this morning, so it does take a couple of hours to make. If you get frustrated or something's not working for you, walk away from it and come back to it later, but don't give up and don't start a project that you don't finish. Okay, so have fun. If you have any questions, comment below, and we have a fun wreath this weekend coming up. Okay, thanks.